Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Power BI
Hello.
Quiz, the third season of the Power BI Quiz. And hello to you, Alex and Alex.
The two Alex crew. Thank you, everyone,
Yeah,
for hanging out. It's been a while for both of us.
yeah. Thanks for having us. We've been looking forward to this for a while.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, you're both former winners of the quiz, actually.
Yeah, I'm the reigning champion. So this is your way of making sure there's a new winner.
Yeah. You've been a winner for a long time now, for the last 1.5 months, actually. The longest running winner.
Alex, did you win the data modeling? Is that what you did?
Yes, I
And I
defeated
won
Daniel.
Power Query?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, we got to find a third Alex for Report Canvas, and we'll just take over the entire platform here.
yeah. There we go.
So it's so nice to have you. Can you do a little introduction to you for people who don't know you?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. So my name is Alex Powers. I'm an intelligence technical specialist working at Microsoft. So primary role for me, technical proofing kind of capabilities, and then just being a guy out in the community. So I love being able to come out here, having these events, and then probably 90% of my day is data gateways, it seems. So I'll pass over to Alex D.
Yeah, so I also work at Microsoft, but I don't have a customer-facing role at all. I'm a PM, and I develop business intelligence solutions for the sales org that sells search ads, well, also display ads, but mostly search ads on Bing and our partner websites.
Yeah, and then you run also a YouTube show.
Yeah, we do. It's called Two Alex, and it's great. We'll have more shows again soon. It's been several weeks since we've done one, but almost moved into my new house where I can have a show without keeping my wife from moving about the house.
Yeah. That's actually
I think we're all dealing with
been
that.
the same for me. I've been moving for the last month or so, so this is actually my third night in the house. So yeah,
Congratulations on the new home.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
congrats.
So yeah, let's get on with what it's all about, the quiz. And before we go to the quiz, we can take a look at the prizes. So we have a grand prize for the winner, a $100 gift card to Lego.com, and then for a lucky attendee, we have a raffle prize, which is the Enterprise DNA membership. So going in and looking at these two prizes, here we have Enterprise DNA, where you have access to all this content if you're picked as the raffle winner. There's a lot of training materials and forums and webcasts, and yeah, there's actually a whole lot of content all around Power BI. And
I
then
think me and Alex already said that we want to compete for that membership alone. So we may also be kind of taking the quiz on the side here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in it for the Lego gift card.
Oh yeah, and here we have it. This is some of the things you can buy for around $100. Do you have anything on this list you will go for if you want?
I saw the Nintendo diagram. I think it was a little bit more pricey, but I was like, wow, that looks awesome.
Yeah, and of course you can also buy something that is more expensive, just putting in your own money. But here is for the grand prize. And then, before we start the quiz, we have to pick the raffle winner from the last show of the last season. So the show with Christian Wade, where Alex D actually won, as we can see here. Oh. Wow. Yeah, going out top with 6 out of 10 correct answers, and just winning with a very narrow, not many points here. So we have 40 different players joining in that quiz. So now we will pick a random one. I'm using the DAX random expression, assign everyone a random number, index number, and one of you or both of you pick a number here.
Alex D. You're the top.
Yeah, let's go with 6 out of 10. So 6.
6. And you are actually on the list, so let's see. And let's go here, drill through, and it is Swedish. So congratulations. Swedish was ranked 14 at that quiz. So congratulations for winning. And this was also an Enterprise DNA membership that Swedish won here. So congratulations. Going and looking at the Kahoot introductions. So in a minute we will start the Kahoot quiz, where you will see the questions on your monitor here on YouTube. So, and then we will go to Kahoot.it on a mobile device on secondary screen, and there you will put in a pin code that we will show you shortly. Put in your nickname, full name, Twitter handle, something like that. And please be aware that there's a delay in the stream, so you will when you have maybe 30 seconds to answer a question, you will only have 25. So don't let the timer go out, because then you won't answer. And we'll start with one question that is not awarded any points, and then we have the 10 real questions that the two Alex have brought in for us today. And the faster you answer, the more points you get. And all results are posted public. And actually, we forgot to say something about the topic for today, Alex and Alex.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I think it's weird niche questions, or possibly extremely hard questions. We'll see.
Yeah, I can say at least I learned a lot looking at the questions and seeing the answers, and let's see how many if can get right here. Maybe 5 out of 10, maybe more.
Yeah. Also, impractical. Most of these questions have very little practical application. So
yeah, let's get onto it and have the first question. So here I will start up, and the pin code is loading, and here you have it.
So while we wait for people to join, let's talk about game strategy. I always like to join the game on my phone, so I don't have to move my finger as much to select the answers.
Oh, giving away your
answering quickly is very important in this game.
Yeah, but also answering correctly.
Yeah, you know, I just like to be first. If I get it wrong, I get it
first
wrong.
instinct.
Yeah.
So we have 23 joining in, 24, and you can also join in later. The first the first question is not awarded any points, so if you can't find your mobile or how you can connect. 25. This is the first show of the 3rd season, so maybe my marketing wasn't so good as.
Oh no, they're still checking in here, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
But I see a lot of familiar names, at least people that have been both winning and participating a lot of time earlier. I believe it's kind of 50-50. Some people come nearly every time, and then we have some people just joining in once in a while, or maybe just one time. So I will go and start it, and you can join it later also. So the first question. So here you have to type in your answer. This is this is the only question where we have this type of.
I'm loving seeing the answers come in. So, what is the price of premium per user? I will be very curious what people say.
More than some cheeseburgers, less than some steaks.
My default is still between $9.99 and $4,995. So we'll see where they come in at.
$1 million. Someone's planning on buying it for their entire organization.
Yeah, and this was the price per user per month.
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure if you want to
10,
pay extra,
20.
if you talk to Alex, he can set that up for you.
Hey, just reach out.
So yeah, and we don't know. So and we don't know when we know.
Yeah, we're still waiting for obviously general availability dates, but for the meantime, while it's in public preview, you can continue to extend the premium per user. So I encourage everyone, if you've never taken advantage of those kind of feature sets, just do it now while it's free.
Yeah. So the correct answer, of course, is it's free right now.
Yeah.
That's actually the correct answer. Yeah. and I believe I heard some. Is it Chris Finland saying it's all around 1st of April, but the date is not set totally.
Yeah.
So
yeah, nothing at least on the kind of roadmap. They do have premium per user out there, at least on the public preview date, but no general availability yet. But it looks like other people are saying Chris has kind of targeted for April. Yeah. So end of Q1 next year.
Yeah. So you have actually a lot of 3 months going forward here.
Awesome. No, I love seeing the excitement around premium per user though.
Let's get started with the first question that is awarded points.
Oh, this one is me.
No, I came up with this.
Oh, that's not true. You liar.
Yeah.
I know you're the big Power Query guy, but what is the total number of items that can be stored in a Power Query list value? This one will be interesting. People are probably doing their research at the moment. They're just typing in frantically. I'd be curious, was that a guess or did people know that? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, so a lot of people answered correctly on this one. But it is a high number.
Yeah. Oh, some people knew it. Educated guess.
So, Alex, does this value correspond to a particular size integer?
32-bit.
32-bit integer.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so the some of these are kind of funny. 65,536, that was the original row limit of Excel, of XLS, and then the XLSX kind of extensible version, that is known today. 1,048,576 is the row count, which is equivalent to 1 megabyte, like in size. Like, isn't that incredible? 16,834 columns, 17,179,869,184 cells in one individual spreadsheet. That's just one sheet of a spreadsheet.
Wow.
Yeah. And then once you fill those up, every time you open Excel, it just crashes.
I know, but still.
And that's when you decide to switch to Power BI forever.
Excel is the world's largest database. 17 billion cells in one sheet by 255 sheets. I'm saying, I don't care what anyone says. Excel is great.
Yes, it is. We have a comment on that. Let's see the leaderboard after the first question. So this is Power BI was the one answering fastest, we can see. And of course also correct. Then for the next one.
This is a fun one too. So what was the name of the online search capability that let you share M queries?
And Alex, this is deprecated, right?
Yes. So we have the was as our keyword. Maybe that'll help some people out with maybe if they're educated guessing. The answers aren't coming in as quick, I'm noticing. Some people really had to pause in this one.
Oh,
awesome.
Huh.
So Power BI has had a data catalog in the past. It was where you could upload your queries, and then from Excel, you could have a kind of a pop-out catalog where you could pull back in your M queries to your local Excel spreadsheet. I would love to see it come back. I agree with kind of Rishi here. It was a terrible naming convention, though.
Yeah.
I know it's thrown Matthew Roche off whenever I've asked him. He's like, we don't have a data catalog. It's like, we did. We killed it. Bring it back.
But yeah, it is a feature that is just, it will be so nice to just have this little button to be able, and also have it both in Power BI Desktop and also in Power BI Online.
I agree. It was ahead of its time.
Yeah, and how many years is it? At least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's see the leaderboard now. And it changes something. So we have...
We're moving up.
See, it's important to answer quickly.
Yeah. Let's have the next one, the third question.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I've got all mine here at the beginning. So what is the support service level time to engagement for Power BI Pro licensed users? So this is obviously Microsoft support now. So what type of support agreement do you have with a Pro license? People are answering. We'll see. We'll see. Hope you're using it.
Oh.
Awesome. One day, yes. So with the purchase of a Power BI Pro license, you do have built-in support from Microsoft in terms of that time to engagement, time to response, 1 day. Obviously, they're not going to do like a full-on like, hey, we're going to rebuild your model, we're going to architect, etc. But if you're ever stuck in the trenches on just like a little problem, take advantage of that benefit. I just think a lot of people don't know about it. Maybe aren't leveraging it as well as they could, but it's built into your licensing cost.
Yeah. And do you have better time to engagement times with Premium? Is it the same?
Oh, we do. So with Power BI Premium, it's 1 hour depending upon severity, and then also kind of 1 day in terms of if it's just more of a general troubleshooting.
Yeah. And then with Power BI Premium per user, is it?
They haven't announced it yet in terms of service level, but I would almost imagine it'll be very similar to Pro.
Yeah.
But educated guess, I don't know anything behind the scenes.
Okay. Let's see the leaderboard. Now we have LS on top. But it's very, very close, at least in the top 4 here.
We've only got 4 people that have answered all of the questions, so maybe a few more, but narrowing down.
Alex D, this is you.
Yeah. So there's many ways to do a distinct count. Some are faster than others. Sometimes it depends. It always depends. Which ones of these are valid? We can do count rows of the values in a column. We can just do distinct count of a column. We can do count rows of a virtual table. Or we can do the distinct of the count rows. Maybe. One of those. More of them. Who knows? Oh, wow. Most people don't know about the add columns pattern. Neither did I for a while. So.
I love the comments here. I missed the it depends choice. I feel like that's just our fault.
The distinct function is a table valued function, so you can't put in a scalar function like count rows. So that's why that one doesn't work. Count rows of distinct would be valid. But yeah.
Yep. So yeah, 3 different options was correct here, and you will get points if you answered 1, 2, or 3 of them correctly. But if you answer all of them correctly, you will get 3,000 points for this one. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I will assume it changed a lot in this one now.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's getting tough.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, I mean, the people at top only gained 2,000 points from that, so I don't think anybody has a perfect streak at this point.
No. There's in the bottom 4 players have reached answer streak 4 because you also at the last one get it correctly if you have it.
Just not entirely correct. Yeah. Yeah, so Penneth is asking about summarize, and count rows summarize is another valid pattern, although I've had problems with it generating errors when you have too many things going on. Add columns also creates a table, and so you can do count rows, add columns, and then just put in the one column you're doing the distinct on, and it will work. And we've actually been using that in place of summarize. Both are good when you want to add a measure to your distinct count. So I want to know the distinct number that have like a value for this measure.
Oh.
That's how we've been using it there. Yeah, I mean, in theory, summarize should work. It's just I've had trouble with it. So I didn't put it on the list.
Let's have the next one. This is double points.
Oh, this would be a fun one for my admins and the PowerShell folks. So what is the maximum number of queryable days using the get-Power BI activity event commandlet? And this is just...
For me, it's 0 because I can't figure out how to log in using PowerShell.
Really?
No, I figured it out eventually, but
All right,
we won't talk about how long it took me.
This one was kind of a little even here across the board. And the reason why it's a little confusing is like in the Microsoft Office portal, you can actually query out to like 90 days of activity events. Using the commandlets, you can only do 30. So
Yeah.
It really depends on what application.
Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, you will, you can query them one by one. So you have to query one day at a time, isn't it right? So.
So at least on this, it would be like today minus 30 days. But you can grab all the activity events. Then Chewy, some other people kind of coming back here saying, hey, I thought it was 90. It is not. 90 is available through the Office portal, but not through PowerShell.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just is what it is. For those who are kind of within the administrative side, those are my people who I enjoy kind of talking with. Start recording those activity events immediately. I would just hate for you to lose that history because every day you're losing one more day of visibility. Microsoft does not store those.
I'm just banking on when the log analytics feature comes so I can use that.
Oh, yeah. That'll be huge.
Yeah.
That's also on the roadmap here for December, isn't it? But that's more like log analytics for the analysis services engine, isn't it?
I know it's been pushed a couple times. I don't know where it is at right now. But I haven't seen it yet.
The Azure Monitor?
Yeah.
I heard it is
coming soon, .. But we haven't killed it anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see the leaderboard now, and we have Rishi and Benny climbing up on first and second place. They have both won a couple of times each of them, and actually Benny was the overall winner of the second season, only actually taking Rishi with a few points. So
yeah, you got to answer the questions quickly. That's what it comes down to. Just a few points.
Oh yeah. Let's have the next one.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting one. I'll be curious. So what is the name of the standalone Power BI application best suited for displaying content on a TV-like display? So if you have an office, you want to show your Power BI report on a TV, what would be the standalone Power BI application that you would use?
Yeah. And the follow-up question, based on what I see in internal Microsoft forums, is how do I license it correctly?
Oh, yeah.
Does everyone that walks by the TV need a license? Interesting. So this one didn't take the top, but the actual name of the TV display is Power BI. So if you think about that, our naming Power BI Desktop, Power BI Service, the one application that is Power BI is actually being depreciated next year. So don't worry about it.
But the majority of folks chose the correct name for the application. It's just, unfortunately, the folks that named the application were in the minority.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the question is in the App Store, and yeah, it is. So going to the Microsoft Windows Store, isn't it called that? Microsoft Store, yeah. You will have both Power BI Desktop and Power BI. Just.
Yeah. Well, at Microsoft, we're not known for naming things clearly. Although I gotta say, these days with Amazon with their Data Brew or Amazon Glue, Data Brew, and similar applications, I think we're losing the crown.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you didn't know from the name, that's a Power Query-like product.
Oh.
Oh no, it's not CDS. It's Dataverse, which is a very exciting and memeable name.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah. Let's see the leaderboard now. We have Rishi on top still. Donald.
You got to get certified in the full Microsoft Cinematic Dataverse.
Yeah, congratulations, Rishi here. 6 correct answers in a row.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So my fortune from the start, where I say if you got 5 correctly, you will win, wasn't right. So a lot of people know a lot of weird things around Power BI. Let's have the next one.
Oh gosh. Alex D, this is you.
Yeah. So how many Power BI applications can you install on a device you own?
I think we had to take off our shoes and count our hands. We had to do it multiple times on this one.
Yeah.
So if you can do it off the top of your head, very impressive.
If you can do it in the 10 remaining seconds, you better get going.
And now people at least know that there's a Power BI application.
Yeah.
Super guess.
Yeah. So the correct answer is 8. The list is Power BI Desktop from the store, Power BI Desktop as an EXE, Power BI Desktop for Report Server, Power BI Report Server, Power BI Report Builder, Power BI Mobile for Android, and Power BI Mobile for iOS.
Sorry, guys. It just goes back to the naming and all the different confusion thing. But
oh yeah. What about Gateway?
I guess we missed one. Rishi, the requirement wasn't that you be able to install it on the same device, just that you have to be able to own the device.
So yeah. So maybe the correct answer is 9, but it's not 10. So 8 is still.
Yeah.
It's still registered on the computer as on-premises or enterprise data gateway.
Yeah, that's more of a configuration option than a separate application.
It's the same, application. 10-ish.
We'll say 10-ish though. We'll give people flexibility here.
Yeah.
Except in the game where the points do matter, 8 was the correct answer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but 2 people answered that correctly. So let's see if that changes. Oh yeah, we have LS. So he was one of them, one of the 2 people answered this one correct. So congratulations for that. Rishi is still on top with a pretty solid lead. So.
Yeah. More
so
back
unlike
days.
Yeah, so we've got the PowerShell commandlet that was 30. Here we've got another application. It's not the Office 365 UI. Could be different.
So this is whenever you're in a workspace and you want to see kind of that workspace's analytics of usage, right?
Yeah. Rishi, when they did the V2 metrics, it didn't change the amount of data. And the correct answer is 90.
So the same as in the Office 365.
Yeah, everyone's like, you're bouncing around on us here. We're confused. I know. Welcome to our life. It's just like, you have to store these weird little random things in your head. consistency. That's not our strong suit, Chewy. I apologize.
Let's see the leaderboard now. And yeah, Wish is still in a solid lead before the two last questions.
Yeah, this is a fun one for me. So how many public versions of the Power BI service exist for U.S. government? So for our customers in the U.S. government, how many public versions exist of the Power BI service? Maybe you know them all. And,
Yeah.
You know, this is me, saying my. Oh.
So if you thought it was confusing to do just public cloud version, imagine trying to keep straight 4 different versions of Power BI service with different features.
Yes. So the 4 different versions are commercial, which is, a lot of just kind of organizations. The other one would be GCC, GCC High, and then also DoD. So it's our government cloud customers with high kind of clearance, and then also Department of Defense. So those are the 4 different versions of U.S. government. And we were talking a little bit before the stream because there's also different deployments of like Power BI China, Power BI, Germany, and then a few others.
Yeah, at least Germany has their own government cloud as well.
Yep.
So yeah, only 2 people answered this one correct. Let's see if that changed it. No. It wasn't anyone near the top.
Nobody got points on that. Top.
So,
that's great.
The last question is also awarded double points, but I'm assuming Wishy can't be caught here.
Oh gosh.
So the question length here was a bit constraining. So by original, we mean when Power BI was first released, there was only 1 SKU. What was the limit for that? And then the current Power BI Pro upload limit and the current premium upload limit for PBIX files.
So it's the upload limit. Yeah.
So if you can remember the early days, what was this total file size that you could upload?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I thought this was going to be a hard one.
Got some historians here.
Yeah. So.
And this is kind of funny because I still come across this where people are like, oh, Power BI can only handle 250 megabytes. I'm like, hold on. Like, how old is that article that you found? People were pointing out that 10 gigabytes made it easy. I can see that.
You're right. But, yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see and announce the winner. At the third
Oh, congratulations.
And the last, and who could it be with 8 out of 10 correct? Is it Wish? Yay! Congratulations! So now I believe Wishy is the only one who have won in the 3rd season, but also the only one who has won both in the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd season. So congratulations to that achievement, Wishy.
Yeah, congrats.
And let's go and yeah, that was the quiz. Thank you very much for delivering the questions and also being the co-host here. It was very nice having you here.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks for bringing us on, especially to kind of start the 3rd season here. We always enjoy just kind of hanging out and kind of sharing these weird little moments of knowledge with everyone. So looking forward to getting back on with 2 Alex as well. So for anyone that's been kind of asking where we've been hanging out at, just life, holidays, Alex D's kind of getting ready to get a new home. So congratulations on that once again. But a lot of fun stuff coming up on the roadmap that we really want to kind of start diving into. And then, of course, our favorite phrase is "it depends." So you'll be hearing a lot of that heading into 2021.
Yeah, because your show is right. This is on a specific topic, and then it's pretty deep dive a discussion on that one topic.
Usually, sometimes we wander a little bit, but we try and go deep. The show is
Well-
targeted at this crowd of folks that attends lots of Power BI content, not at folks that are just getting started.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for everyone attending. And in this new season, we will only do the quiz every second week. So there's not any quiz next week. Sorry for that. I haven't actually found the guest or co-host for in 2 weeks. So we'll see who I came up with. I have some in the future coming in planned, but not the one for in 2 weeks time. So yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you to you also. So have a nice day to you too, and a nice evening or night or day or wherever you're joining in from. So bye bye everyone.